Hi, Nick Collier here, and this is my shop. Come join me. We'll have some fun. Okay, we're over on our box here, and I did figure out the DRO. Well, I didn't figure out the DRO. I ended up having to do it using my brain, which was like really not such a good deal. But yeah, I did figure it out, and we drilled the 8 holes, and this is going to take the seal, of course, and the seal will go around the hub, and it's going to go right in this spot right here once the hub is in and once I build the door. And then I build the door, I put the hub in, I figure out where the door sits. I mean, the door's got to sit inside of here, but figure out where the hole is, and then I can come in and put that ring in place and have that as one of my seals. So we're going to work on the door right now because, of course, that's the next step. And we got a piece of 3/16 here. Probably a little overkill, but it's what I had. And we're going to be just a little bit shy of the line, and since this is a cut line, we can just kind of go with what we've got here. Figure out what our perimeter is. That should do the trick. Let's see what it looks like. Looks good. Now we've got a good 1/8 of an inch there that it needs to come in. So we're going to trim out a nice thick 1/8 of an inch off of each one of these lines. And there we are. So in order to maintain the shape under heat, I'm gonna give myself some marks with the paint pen. There we go. Okay, let's take it over to the pattern torch and cut this sucker out. And since I haven't, I'm not sure about the cut of the 3/16, we're going to go ahead and do a test run, see how things go. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Well, it's not a good clean cut. Let's see how bad it is. Well, actually, it's not too bad. Looks like it just stuck there a little bit. It looks to me like it's sticking that direction, and this direction is nice and clean. So I think what we'll do is go ahead and turn our piece of material around and cut from the other end. See how that goes. Something like that. All right, let's go with that. Yep, left all the slag on that piece. And this side looks pretty good. Okay, next. I think next should be this one here. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, we're going to start from this side because that side's pretty messy. We'll reverse our speed. We're going to pre it. That's just exactly what I was afraid of. I'm going to cut that back corner off. Okay. Oh, and that one just dropped away. No problem. Alright, that one could be a bit of a problem. I don't know what happened, but maybe we're running out of gas because that bottle was getting a little bit low. I don't know. Doesn't look like it. Well, we got a cut. Now we'll go over and put it in the vise and just break off that last piece. Then we got to kind of clean up all of our edges and see if it fits. Whew. All right, let's take it over and give it a try. All right, flip this thing over and well, maybe not. Maybe we flip it back. There it is. Pretty close. Fits over here. It looks like this dove in just a little bit right in there. I'm wondering if it might be easier just to jack it out. Nah. We're gonna take, it looks like we're gonna grind. Oh, wait. Looks like it's not fitting down here too, so maybe a little bit more of this. And some here. And that'll bring it up. And then we want to take just a little bit from there to about there. And from here to about there. All right, we're going to go grind it. We'll be back. Okay, let's see how it goes now. Oh, just like it's built to be that way. Okay, very nice. Okay, so now what we need to do is drill our holes, and we're going to drill the holes with it in place, and this thing isn't moving at all, so we're in good shape. And drill and tap our holes, and then come back and figure out where this hole is going to be. Well, we could just lay it out right here, and it's the temperature's okay. All right. So we're anywhere within about 3/4 of an inch. So there's our basic line that we can work with. Well, actually, let's get a piece of angle iron. All right, well, and this way we know for sure, and that line is in pretty good shape. Yep. All right, so I'm thinking with this thick of material, we can go every 3 inches. So we're going to start right there, and we're going to do 3 inches. All right, there's our line. All right, well, we got our holes located, and now all we need to do is drill them. All right, well, we're all set and ready to go. I got this thing sitting on a blanket or a towel because I'm going to be sliding it around. We're not going to go for anything accurate, just get some holes in the damn thing. So, and let's get a little oil on that. I'm thinking it's probably a good idea to go ahead and tap that hole, bolt it down, come over and tap one of these holes, bolt it down. That way everybody is solid and there's no missed holes. Although, I mean, this thing is pretty tight. It's not really going anywhere. Yeah, and I'll just oversize the holes a little bit. That'll be fine. Again, all we're doing is trying to keep this cap on. Okay, a little trick on how to get your drill bit centered. Of course, I'm on a mill, so I can adjust to the mill with the X and Y, but it can be done with a drill press too. And so what you do is you come down and bring your bit in pretty close, and then bring it down, and notice how that bit walked sideways a little bit. Okay, so then we just move it. It's still walking, still walking. That's pretty good right there. And then if it walks sideways this way, you adjust it this way. And right now, I think we're good. All right, and there's the phone. Okay, we got that part done. We're ready to move forward. Okay, well, this is in. Well, not in permanently, but it is in. The question is, and it's in good shape. The question is where do we, how do we find the center hole? And the only way I've come up with is to come in with a caliper and go ahead and measure my edge here, which measures out right to this mark here. And in fact, yeah, that'll be fine. Well, we'll put a little white mark on. Right there. And then take my measurement from up here. Which gives us this one. And then one from the other side. And there's our 3 points. Now we could do the 4th point, but I don't know if it's necessary. What I'll do is come in here with my my ring. Ooh, I got some sharp edges there. Maybe I'm gonna deburr this. Okay, so going from here, using our 3 dots, we're gonna drop this in here, and we got a pretty good circle right there. Now I'm thinking we could almost just make our circle. Right there. And hope the hell that it's the right location. I think it's gonna be. So now what we need to do is come up with a hole saw, maybe. Hole saw? I don't have anything. Well, we're going to torch this out, and let's go over to the plasma table. Well, someday it's going to be a plasma table once I get that damn torch. All right, I've drilled the holes for the retainer ring, and now I'm threading them, and we're ready to put this back together. Well, we're not going to put it together yet because we got a bunch of stuff to do on the inside, but this is the next step. All right, so the ring goes on, the bolts go in. Oops, we're gonna have to drill out these. Pretty simple deal. Come in with a little bit larger than a 1/4 inch, or than a... Okay, let's take this thing back apart. We got this plate done, and it's ready to be set aside for the moment to go in. And the next thing we got to work on is the motor, and getting the motor to sync up with the gear, with the slewing bearing, and then from there we drill a bunch of holes in the motor bracket, then get it to mate up, and that might just be it. Maybe a little paint, fiddling around. Oh yeah, we got to put these things in. And turns out that this thing won't go in the other way, which is how I planned it to go in. You can see the machined surface here. It won't go in that way. So it only goes this direction. And so what I need to do is take this thing back out. And we're going to do that right now. It almost doesn't go in this direction too. Come on. I know it went in. Okay. There it goes. Yeah. Okay. So what we need to do is, can you see it? Yeah. Is turn this over, put it in the lathe, square up our surfaces, and then turn this side so that it it's machine to machine surface to match up with the other part. So we will, I think what we're going to do is set up the lathe, and then in the morning come back in and kiss that off and work on the motor.